Mr. Foster, you spent some time talking about the F-35s here, and you've warned previously that anything less than 88 F-35s or a mixed fleet will put Canadian jobs at risk, and I think you've highlighted that quite well here. Now, yesterday, Minister Jolie had said Canada didn't get enough industrial benefits from the F-35 procurement and wants more jobs created, which is why they're looking at going a different way. I was just wondering if you could expand on your thoughts a little bit further on that.
Well, from my understanding, the competition for the F-35 was done a little differently, and I know that Lockheed Martin, came up with a different way of doing the ITB process and still won. And I know that our Canadian companies around Canada have competed and won the right to produce products for the F-35, and we continue to compete. If Canada was to decide to go to another fleet, when those competitions come up for renewal, I would be afraid that we'll probably lose more jobs on the production side.
So what can you briefly define, like what role is L3 Harris was going to play in the planned F-35 center at Mirabel?
So we believe that Canada needs a sovereign capability for its F-35s to make sure that, like I said in my remarks, that when you need an F-35 to do an operational mission, it's ready. And we've done that for over 40 years for the F-18. We're part of the team that ensures that when you need an F-18, it's ready to go. If you don't have that depot, then that means you're reliant on another depot in another country to make sure your F-18 gets the service it needs.
Now, if the government delays or reopens parts of the fighter plan, how long do you think that pushback, or it could push back the start of the full rollout in operation at Mirabel Sustainment Center? And what does that mean for the CF-18 transition, for instance?
Well, I guess we could always keep the F-18 going longer. We've got the structural capability to do that, and it certainly is capable as a Gripen. I think in the longer term, the longer we wait, we're think that the Americans are getting at capacity in their two depots. And we're offering the flexibility for the U.S. specifically to have an overflow capability to put their F-35s in our facility. At the same time, Canada provides a national sovereign readiness capability for our own F-35s.
Thank you.